QVC and I'm so excited. I just got my Becca TSV, which was a TSV and QVC last Saturday, and it was called the Ultimate Perfection Complexion 5-piece collection. The item number, in case you're interested, is A301077, and I paid $59.96 for it. I believe it's like $65.96 right now, so not that much more. And I believe all the shades are available, so I really wanted to get this out there for you and show you what it was. So we're going to start out with this First Light Primer right here. It's a ½ ounce. The Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream right here, and that's just, it's 1 ounce, 0.1 or 0.1 or something like that. Next to that is the Under Eye Brightening Corrector. Down below is the Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed. And all the way to the left is a lip gloss that they came out with. It's either new in their line or for this set, or an old product that's not available anymore. This collection right here is in the shade Shell, and it's the lightest one that's available. And that lip gloss is called Champagne Fizz. I also ordered the collection in the next shade up, which is called Cashmere, and that is right here. And everything in there is the same except for the foundation shade and the lip gloss, and this is called Sparkling Rosé, and that's what I'm wearing right now. It's a very sheer but very pretty color, and seems to be lasting well on my lips. So I'm going to show you really quickly here. I think this works pretty well if I do this. On the top is the shade Shell, and underneath is Cashmere. Under that is the Under Eye Brightening Corrector. Under that is a little bit of Opal, and to the right you'll see purple near my thumb-ish. Purple fading into just a nice glow, and that's the primer. So I kind of left it go. We're going to start with the primer. I have a sample that I've been using for a little while from like a Sephora play box. And one of my favorite primers, my two favorite primers. First is Becca Backlight Perfecting Primer, and that has very much a shimmer all through it, and is a little bit of a silicone base, so it slides right on and gives you a real glow. Like you couldn't wear that product alone without something over it, but provide your foundation with just a beautiful glowy look. This one provides a glow without the shimmer, and to me seems a little bit more like the Too Faced Hangover RX primer and how it goes on, even though this is purple. And it just gives you your skin just a real nice glow. It's like all over here, if you can see that. So this, I almost feel like you can, it doesn't show up purple once it's blended in. I feel like you could probably maybe get away with this on a no makeup type day. Okay, so the next product is these foundations. And I'd watched some reviews before I ordered, both for shade selection, which actually did not help me at all, because the only medium girls had been on there. But I had watched Coffee Break with Danny's, and both these videos that I watched, hers and Emily Noel's, were from about 3 years ago when the product first launched. And Danny had mentioned that it really ran light, and so she ended up getting a darker shade than she normally would. Now I am currently wearing Cashmere, and I'll kind of show you this. I feel like you can see, my neck here. I feel like it's slightly dark for me, and this light's not really the greatest. But I don't think it's bad at all. And I did apply it with a beauty blender. And Danny had mentioned that it really dried quickly and, set really quickly, so you have to work with it fast. And I do think that's true, especially from my hand, you know, just blending it on like this. This really set and dried down. But I didn't have any issues at all. Sometimes I'll go back with a second layer of foundation in like this area of my cheeks because they're a little redder. And when I did that, I did notice some buildup here. So I don't think for me a second layer is going to work well. And I also think that Emily Noel's review is slightly like, you know, it's not really the best foundation I've ever had. But I'll tell you that I've been wearing this for about 4 hours now. And there are no marks on my glasses from foundation, you know, from my nose. And I've never had a foundation that's like that. So currently, you know, this, you know, is kind of like a first impression, but it's a good one. I haven't noticed, you know, I think it looks good. And I haven't done any touch-ups, but I noticed, you know, on my glasses that there was nothing there. So I'm really happy with that. And then, so next I use this under eye brightening corrector. And this is one that I've had for a little over a year now. So I'm about halfway through it. So I'm going to have this forever. But it's a very emollient, thick product. And I always use just a little bit under my eyes, and I think it works very well. I'm never looking for complete, you know, mask coverage in any of my makeup. And this stays emollient, but it doesn't move on me. Now I do have drier under eyes. Not a whole lot of problems under there, I'll say, but I do set it in pretty much right away with the Laura Mercier under eye brightening powder. And I do that right away, and it is dry and no problems at all. So next would be the probably star of the show. Opal is, you know, Becca's most popular highlighter. And I look at this in the pan, and this is probably why I've never bought it before. It looks a little deep for my very fair skin. And I wasn't sure about that when I, you know, decided to order this. So I pulled out a sample that I had never opened before. And this is the poured version of Opal. So it's a cream. Oh my God, you guys. This is something I'm going to definitely consider in a full size once I use this up. I use like the e.l.f. small stipple brush, and I just, you know, use a little here and up in here. And today it's the press that I'm using. This is, oh my gosh, it just gives me a beautiful glow. I've never, you know, really been into cream highlights all that much, but this was, I've used this a few days in a row, and it's perfection. Really perfection. And so today when I put this one on, and I have Moonstone, which is lighter, and a few others that have worked well for me, but it looked a little dark compared to my blush and everything, which I will show you is also from Becca, and it's Songbird, and I have it in this palette from like last Christmas. Great. It's this orangey brown shade in the middle there, which would normally not be a color I would like. I love the two colors on the sides, but that's normally not me, and I still love it. But I wanted to pull it out for today, and then I used Opal over it. So what I do after that, tip from Wayne Goss video, I believe, is I take my beauty blender after, you know, it's been used, and then I spray just, you know, the tip of it, the pointed part, with like Smashbox primer water. That's my favorite, or any kind of setting spray you might have. And I just take it and just go like over here, and it goes over my highlighter, and I kind of press it in, highlighter and under eye area. That's it. And it really, I think it works really well. And you can see, I don't have a lot on. I don't know. I'm never going to get like that studio lighting. And then I, you know, tiny bit down my nose, you know, here, maybe a little bit up here. And I'm happy. I'm really happy with this kit. And then I put on this lip gloss. I still feel it, but I feel like the color is going. So this is a very flat, very flexible tip. It's a little gooey, there we go, a little gooey coming out of the tube, but really nothing awful. So yeah, I'm really happy with this kit. Again, like I said, I think you can still get it for about $65. If you're a new QVC customer, there's a code on their site that will give you $5 off. So you can, basically get it for the same price. But I think, there's really great products in this kit, and I'm really happy with it. I had ordered from HSN when Becca was on their TSV. And I love these products so much more so far. I think, just getting the chance to try the foundation was definitely something that I wanted to do. Hello. And, so far I'm happy with it. I don't know if it'll be an everyday foundation or not, but definitely something I'm happy with. And the colors seem nice in the range. And there were quite a few shades from Becca, and they did go from pretty light, not their lightest shade, but pretty light, to pretty deep. So even though there weren't 40 shades like Rihanna's range, there was a nice range. And QVC will typically only give you like 3 or 4 shades. So and they're getting better with that as well. But their entire range was not on the TSV site, but they gave you, I feel like, a nice range. And I know there's all that stuff going on with the Tarte Shape Tape foundation, but I think they gave you a nice range to select from. And like I said, I'm using a shade that's probably a little bit too dark, but I think can work for me just the same. And I'm gonna definitely try out the shell as well. So I hope you guys would want to look this up and see if you think it's a good value for you. I know this product is $12 for this size on Sephora. This is $44. I think the highlighters are $38, and this is in the $20-ish range. And then I think they said this was $14, $15, but I don't think it's available anywhere else. So you definitely get a good value for what you're getting. And if you wanted to try out a new foundation, if you haven't, definitely do so. Please comment down below what you think. If you wear glasses, are there any other foundations that have not left foundation marks on your, the nose grip of your glasses? I'd love to know that, because I've not come across one. I don't think Estee Lauder Double Wear is immune to that. This is the first foundation that I've ever noticed that, hasn't done that for me. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm so happy to be playing with these products. And, I did my look today. Of course, my eye makeup is not from Becca, but I tried to get as much, other makeup as I had from them. And if you think this might be too matte or whatever, they're liquid shimmering, things that come in opal or whatever. You can put a little drop of that in the foundation, which I did not do today, but I probably will in most cases. And that, just a little drop with your foundation, can sheer it out a little bit, can make it a little bit glowier, and works very well with any type of foundation. So thanks for joining me. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I'll be happy to answer them. But since I had the makeup on and both kits came so I could show you both colors, I thought I would do so. Thank you so much for joining me. And again, I'd love if if I could get a few more subscribers. So if you liked my video, please subscribe. I love to do these. Thank you so much.